Happy Tuesday, painters. It is my second favorite day of the week. I'm going to talk today a little bit about the idea of growing through referrals. It's how most of you, a lot of you are growing. For a lot of you, it's your primary source of growth, especially if you're a bit smaller. If you're out there doing quality work, providing quality service and a great customer experience, then you should be growing via referrals, or else there's a problem. But I want to touch on a really huge missed opportunity that is not that difficult to correct. So I still believe, I run a marketing agency, so this is a big thing. I still believe that referrals are the absolute new best way for a prospect to enter your world, right? So I founded Painter Marketing Pros, work with painters, but there's no better positioned prospect than someone who was referred. I guess the only possible exception to that would be a repeat customer. Repeat customers are always number one. Referrals are number two, right? Because it's someone whose friend, whose family member, whose colleague, whose whatever, has referred your business to them. And as we talked about yesterday, the number one most important, I guess, factor people are looking for when they're selecting a painting company is trust. So that's why online reviews are so important, but people don't trust online reviews as much as they do their personal connections, right? So referrals are absolutely the best way to kind of grow your business. They are capped, right? So if you're really trying to scale and get really big, relying solely on referrals is not a winning strategy. But I want to touch on a topic here about how you can actually increase your referrals and how you can accelerate growth through referrals. So the typical strategy is really no strategy. You go out and you conduct a good service. Maybe you ask for a review. Maybe you ask for referrals. Hey, if any of your friends or neighbors are looking for a paint company, we'd be happy to help them out, right? That's a pretty passive strategy. And then you kind of hope that ultimately you get referred. But you can be a lot more active than that. So when you go out and let's again focus on residential customers for today. So when you go out and you paint someone's house, well, you have their address, right? You have their phone number. You probably have their email address. You probably sent them information for the estimate. You probably sent them an invoice, right? So now you have their phone number, their address, and their email. Well, what does this matter? It matters because they need to stay in front of them, right? So someone who gets their house painted and is really super thrilled with the work is ultimately going to forget who did it, right? It's not something they're going to think about every single day, especially after a year or 2 years. They're not going to think about it. So then if their neighbor or their friend or whoever is mentioning, oh, I think I'm going to get my kitchen cabinets redone, right, refinished, or I'm probably going to redo the interior of my house, they're not going to immediately think about your painting company. They're going to think, oh, that's great. I think it's a good idea, right? But that's a huge missed opportunity. Now, what if you had been staying in front of that satisfied customer? What if maybe once a month you had been sending them a nice email, right, with some nice updates, some nice tips, some friendly communication? What if maybe once a month or even once every couple months you send them a piece of direct mail, right, to their house, right? What if every Christmas or July 4th or whatever, if you have their birthday, you send them a little gift or something like that, right? So now you're staying in front of them. You're kind of staying top of mind because, as we talked about yesterday, your most recent satisfied customer, your most recent thrilled customer is your best salesman, meaning that all of your past customers are kind of a sales team. And if you're just sort of relying on them to remember that you did good work for them and refer you, and hopefully they think about it when someone's talking about that they need a paint job, there's a huge missed opportunity there. So stay in front of your past prospects through nurture campaigns via email, through nurture campaigns via direct mail. It's not super technical. It doesn't have to be. It just means that you create emails that you send out to your customers maybe once a month. It just means that you send a couple of pieces of direct mail a couple times a year, right? Saying, hey, just a reminder, we worked on your house. We're thrilled to have had you as a past customer. We hope you're having a great 2021. Hope you're staying safe during COVID. If you have any friends or colleagues or family members who you can refer, please give them this card for a 15% referral discount, right? Also, when you conduct a job, leave extra cards. So bring extra business cards and have them have a 15% referral discount. When I had worked with a pool cleaner, and he left me a ton of cards for 10% discount. I was way more apt at that point to then hand those cards out to all my friends and family members who I knew had a pool. Because, oh, you can get 10% off, right? And for him, what did it cost him? It cost him a couple of business cards. It cost him nothing. But if he hadn't left those cards, then I would just think, who's that guy, or what's it? What did he say? How much percent? Right? It's an easy strategy. So leave the business cards, stay in front of your past prospects, stay top of mind, add value. Also, if you are going to offer a percent off, don't offer 10%. I don't know why, but 15% psychologically is the minimum that people, for whatever reason, get really excited about. 10% just doesn't, humans were weird. 10% doesn't do it. I've read a lot of psychology books, and 15% is the minimum to get people feeling like they're getting a really good deal and that they should move on it. Anyways, happy Tuesday. I hope your week is off to a strong start and you're crushing it. And yeah, as always, shoot me a message if you have any questions.